Alright, you're streaming.
Sweet.
Ain't played gmod in a while.
Yeah, honestly. Pretty sweet. What is good? You look tall.
I am.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Batman and Junior back with another video. Today, we are going to be streaming some gmod. Scary maps. Happy Halloween. You already know.
You can't see the TV, can you?
Huh?
You can't see the TV, can you?
No. We're good. How do I check the view count? Comments?
Sucks because we can't run 1080p.
How do I check? Oh, that looks different. Oh, yo, that kind of looks sick though. Yo, it's fire.
I'll have to bring the live chat pulled up. But
It's all good. Not like anybody. I'm joking. You actually. Nah, you don't. You get decent views. Should I just do the asylum one?
No.
Look for difference.
Wait for all that stuff from workshop to finish.
Oh yeah. I didn't even know it was still loading up.
Hold on. When that's done, scroll over your icons over there and see if they make the sounds. If they do, and then this comes up. That's to make sure they can hear the game. If it loads.
It will eventually. Yeah, guys, I'm learning stuff for whenever I get a PC and I start streaming on my channel, but I don't self-advertise. So I want to get my subscribers from everywhere. You know? Yeah.
Is it still not loading? There it is.
No, it isn't, is it?
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
You do, really?
Yes, sir. And I hear myself very well too.
Sorry, people. Can't hear the game right now.
Yeah. Hurry. Aw, that's... Now we're good.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Alrighty, guys. We got everything set.
Make sure again.
I'll choose one. I'll choose one. Let's do it. Actually, it's been so long since I played gmod.
I don't know. Do I don't know, dude.
Okay, guys. So listen, if y'all see anything in the background, because this house is kind of sketchy. If y'all see anything happen, you already know. I'll be looking through the comments eventually.
I can hear you in the TV.
Man, I don't sound like I think I sound. Or just search up like the rake or some crap, bro. That would. Waffle board. Hills Resort. Jim Mountain. Black Book Asylum. Yes, sir. Gang, gang.
Alright, try this
Wait, which one is it? How come some of them just don't load in?
one. It does that.
That's kind of sus.
Gmod,
What is it? Last patient?
No, it's
That? Is that the original G and Paranormal videos?
I don't know.
Dude, if it is, dude, that. I see Garfield, man.
Yeah.
I smell lasagna. Ain't nobody like warm milk. Ain't nobody like warm milk.
Sooner or later. Everybody's probably like, why ain't Christian streaming? Why ain't Batman streaming? And you watch. Like, on my channel.
Yeah. But see now, guys, he's giving me his channel. But y'all don't gotta be mad because I'm very, very happy. I'm a cheering person. I love to give back. So there will be a giveaway. We're gonna be giving away a couple cheese crackers. Cause I am. Because I love to give back. I love I love everybody that supports me. Not in the sus way, but in the way that's good. Correct? See.
I don't know what you said. I zoned out. It was turning lights on, so your face didn't.
Yeah. White. Hey, that's not gonna help it, bro.
It'll stop once the screen stops.
Look how white my face is. I'm a white boy.
It's from the white screen.
You can act bad, or you can act good, or you can be from privilege, or straight from the hood. Jesus loves you. Does he know?
Quit messing my chair.
Fine then. Alright, guys, so I'm going to take this time to note, y'all, that Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins. And the least that we could do... is repent and turn away from our sins because he made that big ol'... He literally died for us.
Stop talking religion on my channel?
The truth?
This ain't your channel.
The truth?
Well, I know it's the truth. I'm not saying anything. I'm a believer. Like, I'm not I'm not afraid to preach on my channel, but I don't preach on my channel. My channel is not to preach on.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, jeez. Hold on, okay.
Wait, I remember that.
Click escape.
Wait, I'm here. My Buddha, we're here. My Buddha, we're here today. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not supposed to talk religious. Listen, Jesus.
It's very real.
Yeah, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna take back everything I said, but even though it's the truth, I just don't want to speak religious. Okay, I'm a Oh my gosh, this DPI. I got the can. I got the gnarly looking ghillie suit.
I
got the gnarly looking ghillie suit. You want me to turn on realistic flashlight?
No, you're good.
Why am I not running? Why do I have the physics gun? F-E?
I think you're supposed to only have a crowbar, but...
Well... Huh?
Turn up the volume if you can.
Oh, heck no. I need to turn this right here on the lowest sensitivity, man. It's freaking way too high. It's a lot higher than CSGO is. F1. I'm gonna just give me a freaking knife. A knife will work,
Yeah,
right?
like on my CSGO knives.
Yeah, it's literally... Oh, sweet. I'm not used to having to walk so slow. Oh, I turned on the generator. Oh, freak. Okay, then.
Oh, you gotta hit E on the generator to turn it on?
Yep, and then I had to turn that on. And I'm guessing maybe the radio? Wait a minute. Why don't I just break these down? That wasn't... Can't open it. Jump scare, people. You're ready? Jump scare, jump scare, jump scare. I'm ready for it. I hate this autism.
You got a pad. You're supposed to pads.
Oh, you're kidding. Guys, I don't do good with this. I hate horror. Oh.
Yo. I'm glad we got this on stream. Everyone literally just came over here and fucking puked.
Wait. Oh my god, that's not puke.
That's puke. He literally just puked.
That's the biggest pile of puke.
We just got that on stream. Him walking over there going,
Oh my, guys, this is... Oh my god, that's a pop... How do you... Good god, dog, that's a lot, man. You're gonna need a shovel.
wanna help me?
No, I don't. I'm a stream. Guys, that's gonna take a... Look, like right around there. Look, literally, like right around there. I don't know where I'm pointing. There. Right there.
He's like, why do you have cardboard?
Right there. It's like...
Nobody asked questions. Nobody asked
Freaking
questions.
big gob of freaking...
You wanna help me?
No.
Yeah, real quick.
Nope. Yeah. Bro, did that actually just get on screen? it rain? I got.
Cancel the stream.
Huh?
Cancel it. Do you want to shovel or do you want to scoop? Shovel or scoop?
Shovel.
Okay, here you go. Why do you have to puke on my angel board?
This is a lot better.
Oh, it's
It smells like dog food.
Get down there and see if you can script on that.
It smells like dog food. Does it stink? It smells like dog food.
It came out of his mouth.
Yeah.
You want me to shovel?
No.
Oh god, I can't see.
Yes, go. Scoop it up with the baby diaper. Let's throw away both. You don't have to touch the gob. Gob, go, gob, gob.
You should probably hold it like this.
And watch your reason land on that. And toss it up on the wall. That is touch it. It probably weighs a lot. It feels heavy. Just do it. Look at it. Look at it. It's
Yes,
some anal
put that
butter.
thing right there.
That's some anal butter. Oh my god. It's gonna break the card. Oh god. God.
Stop! Stop!
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Get that, get rid of
Stop!
that.
Hold it!
Get rid of that.
Stop!
Let's go, just chuck it out here.
They're gone.
Oh, it's even worse now. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god, man. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is freaking disgusting, man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stay out there.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Dude, I'm literally about to throw up. Oh god. Oh god. Oh.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. We got the worst. Oh my god, dude, you're kidding. It's ridiculous.
Why me?
Oh god, it's disgusting.
You gotta lay down. No, you lay down out there. Sorry, I love you. I'll have you puke in here. Alright! Let's continue.
What? Oh, that's funny. That's funny right there. All right, we're back. Yeah, it's chili dog time. This looks like Hell's Prison.
Yeah.
Dude, you missed a jump scare.
I saw it.
It's all unwritten. It's all untextured, man. That kind of sucks. I don't give fuck about your boyfriend. What the heck? No.
Flashlight on.
Ah. Always making me do crap I don't want to do.
Tell everybody what you're doing. Do load.
I am currently turning on best flashlight, guys.
Load.
And I don't support it.
And just click. Hey.
Listen to the freaking sound effects, man. Oh God, what is that effect? Oh, I can't do this, guys. Oh God, what is that effect? Oh, I can't do this, guys. Oh my God, look at my finger. My finger, ah, it's hyperextending. Like freaking,
Ew, that does look weird. You guys like.
Oh! Oh, the door. Ah! Fuck this flashlight! Ah! Ah! No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Wait, what's the other screaming? The white? Guess who isn't about to go get and look at it because it's scarier to play the damn game because I don't want to. No, see, what I want to do is I want to, no, dude, I want to, like, do, like, watch scary videos. Like, the volume 3 and volume 2 and volume 1. Those, with the chat. And stream it. Dude.
You can't do it?
If I can do it, can we do that after?
Sure. Yes. Yes.
If I can at least do good, can we do it?
Sure.
Alright, chat. So, guys, I'd usually, I'd usually go in here and look. So, I'm what people call too much of a poon. Because that's way, way, way too scary. At first, Aragon ran up to it, and I thought you were all the way over there, and I said, wait, you can't fake that. Alrighty, boys, we finna just run in here and look. And I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Look how dark it gets.
It's dark.
Look how dark it is. 3, 2, 1. V clip out his bit. I heard a demon. No, I'm not. Look, I didn't even V-clip. No, I didn't. Go back.
You were literally V-clipping.
No, I wasn't.
That's how you walk it so fast.
Oh my gosh.
Press B and go up.
No, I didn't. Go back.
You're like way out of the fucking map. You gotta restart it. Restart the map.
No.
Yes, just restart. All you gotta do is hit escape and restart.
I don't want to do this, man. I don't like horror games, guys.
Looks like I'm gonna find another viewer or subscriber to take over my channel.
What the frick? Think about that, bitch. Watch that shit. Watch that. Watch that. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. And I looked over at you. Because I'm scared.
Fucking God. Are you really that scared?
Yes, dude, everyone wants the videos, man.
You're really that
Dude, I just want to watch the videos, dude. I don't like horror games.
You're so scared of the game that you want to watch horror videos.
Yes.
Look in that camera and tell everybody that you are. And then say, I cannot play horror games.
I am a pussy. I cannot play horror games. I am a pussy. I am absolute pussy. I cannot play horror games, guys. I am way too scared to play horror games. Especially it's freaking late at night, man. I'm hearing freaking grudge noises in the freaking thing, man. I am a pussy. Look at that orb. Look at that orb. I am a pussy. I cannot play horror games. Look at that orb. I am absolute pussy. Look at the red light. Look, watch on the, watch. Look at the lights. I'm a pussy.
Alright, play again.
Look.
We made an agreement that if you finish that, we
Man, I can't, dude. Dude, I can't, man. I can't.
Tell everybody you can't do it.
I can't do it, guys. I've never been able to do well with horror games.
So how are we supposed to play horror games together when you get to PC?
Huh?
How are we supposed to play horror games together when
Because, dude, that's two people. That means we're going to take turns running in the room. What? That was a
All you
figure.
gotta do is escape. I want to watch you play.
Alright, well, guys, I'm going to cut it to YouTube because I'm too much of a pussy. Alright? change it, 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 come change it, come change it, come change it now, come change it now, come change it now, come change it now, come change it, change it, change it, change it, change it now, change it, change it, change it, change it. Oh frick! Change it, change it, change it, change it, change it, change it, change it. Stop! Thank you. I'm gonna put it to Google. Put the face cam back on. I need that face cam. We are going to
take it off.
Be watching some YouTube, but it is going to be scary. Oh. What? When did I yell? Because who's what? Oh. Because we are going to
What
be
watching?
doing.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
What
Yes.
was we watching?
Yeah, sure, that. Mysterious screams. So, guys, make sure
It's
to...
human nature to respond to anyone in distress. Whether it's someone crying or screaming, our innate response is to help. However,
Alright.
what if you can't find whoever is screaming? This has puzzled many people who've heard screaming but couldn't find the person. It's almost as though the screams were coming out of nowhere, which is, without a doubt, pretty creepy. That said, here are 5 unexplainable screams that were recorded. I'm home alone and I hear screams. This first video comes from YouTuber Frankie Quellar, who,
I hear my
after
mom and
coming
dad
home from
screaming
work,
in the
records
room,
something
and I feel
very
like they're
chilling.
dying.
At about 12
I
in
just,
the morning,
they lock
Frankie
the
grabs his
door and
phone
they tell me to
record
go
the
away.
strange
They tell me they're
sounds he's
fine,
been hearing
but I hear
ever
them
since he came
screaming,
home.
so I'm worried
At first,
about
nothing is heard, but after a couple of seconds, Frankie records this chilling sound.
I'm home alone and I'm hearing somebody screaming in my house.
Oh, that's a pterodactyl. Oh, screw that. It sounds like Samwise and Dexter fighting outside.
Soon afterwards, Frankie heads over to the kitchen to further investigate the sound. Unfortunately, he couldn't find the source. However, some people have stated that perhaps it's his neighbors. They may have some kids who were probably screaming at the time of this recording. Perhaps that's true. However, Frankie states that his neighbors don't have any kids, and that a strict curfew is followed by everyone in the neighborhood.
By the way,
So
guys, I'm gonna
that
go ahead
rules out the possibility
go
of
ahead
his neighbors
and
being the ones
say
screaming.
big ol' shout out to Bizarre
So,
Bub.
if it wasn't the people
Even
next
though
door,
he has more subscribers than
then
me,
who
he
was
needs to
it?
give me the shout out for.
This has left Frankie feeling a bit unsettled, fearing that his home might be haunted.
I gotta do it for legal
Who knows
reasons.
where those
For
screams
legal
were
reasons.
coming
But
from.
here is his channel. Right there. Yeah, go check it out. I'm not giving him a shout out. I'm just telling them
While
who it
staying
is.
overnight at his
Give
sister's
him props
place,
to the video.
Travis Cosentino records the most spine-chilling sound. According to Cosentino, his sister always feels uneasy whenever using the bathroom. Knowing this, Cosentino places a recorder
he
there
didn't seem to
before
like
going to
it.
bed to see if he captures anything unusual, thinking that perhaps what she's experiencing is
Oh,
paranormal.
screw that.
However, little did he know, he would be capturing something very unnerving. Here's what he
Jesus
recorded.
is my savior.
Hey everybody,
Jesus is my
once again I'd just like to give you just a little bit about what you're hearing and what to expect. This was recorded in my sister's bathroom in an apartment complex in Folsom. You don't need to have your speakers up really loud to hear this. Okay. that's it. I mean, it is so freaking.
Now, before playing,
That is disturbing.
Cosentino
Like,
mentions that his sister has been
I
involved
felt
in
that in my
paranormal-related
chest.
activities,
It rumbled
such
the
as conjuring
headphones.
spirits. According to
Jesus
Cosentino,
Christ
this may be the reason she feels
is my
uncomfortable whenever she's in the
Savior.
bathroom. Now, had it not been for the screams that came after the strange clicking sounds, the idea of this being paranormal wouldn't have been considered.
That's the
The
haunted
strange clicks
nutsack.
could have been the pipes or ventilation system inside the bathroom.
Why is it
This
scarier
is
whenever you're
usually
streaming
the
it,
case
dude?
with most so-called paranormal videos. However, Cosentino states that there was nothing in there
I thought
that
it'd be
could have caused
freaking
that
less
noise,
creepy
especially the
whenever it,
scream.
you know?
Doubtless, this EVP is pretty scary to listen to. Screams at a motel. YouTuber D. Drudigan records the most blood-curdling scream outside a motel.
Blood curdling.
Here's the clip.
Love it. Whoa. Oh. That's a girl too, man.
Now, there isn't that much information on this video. Based on what was shown on camera, it appears that D. Drudigan was standing outside a motel when all of a sudden someone started
Thank you.
screaming hysterically.
But how would...
As
okay,
with most
never mind.
videos that lack enough info, the comment section provided some possible explanations. Someone
Yeah,
commented
sorry, I was
that
trying to do
perhaps it was a mountain lion, since they're known for screaming at night.
Was that a
However,
mountain lion?
someone
That sounded like
noted
a
that
girl,
the
man.
screams are very similar to a person's than those made by a mountain lion. Mountain lions produce screeching sounds, whereas humans don't. Whether it was a person or an animal, the screams are nonetheless very haunting. Perhaps someone was actually in danger, screaming for help. Who knows? Hopefully it was nothing too serious. Someone accidentally records spine-chilling sounds. This next video comes from Wiccan Ministries, who, while recording her dogs, recorded something unnerving in
Look
the
how
background.
cute that dog is. That's a cute dog.
At the start of the video, we see two dogs playing with each other.
Oh, they're playing with each
Then,
other.
2 seconds later, we hear this.
I kind of think that's
At
fake
50
because...
seconds into the video, more
Okay.
screaming can be heard.
Okay, see, no. I kind of think that's fake because if that was like real, I guarantee the woman recording it would notice that. She didn't notice that at all. So what they could have done is gone into an editing software and just put the screams over the video clip and then put that to the public, because you don't just ignore that. You don't ignore that.
No.
So that's debunk that one.
Did you win the fight?
Oh my God, Mario's getting murdered.
What are you doing, Loki?
And the dogs are ignoring it too. Yeah, it's fake.
According to
The
Wiccan
dogs don't
Ministries,
ignore that either,
there was
dude.
nothing playing in the background. Whenever she records her dogs, no TV or radio is in use. Plus, she mentions that no one was at home at the time of this recording. Now, it was only after replaying the video that she noticed this, which no doubt gave her chills as it did to those who watched the clip. This may explain why her dogs were barking randomly throughout the video.
They weren't. I mean, they were playing,
Now,
first of all.
perhaps what she's saying isn't true. Maybe there was actually something playing in the background without her noticing. Or it could just be that someone was in fact screaming for help. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think. Screaming Ghost. The uploader of this
Ghosts
video
aren't
has
real,
been
they're
doing some
demons.
renovations on his house.
Thought I'd just
After
get that
finishing
out of
up
there.
some work, he decides to go into the basement to record. Little did he know, he would capture something very chilling. While recording, he captures this. Upon first viewing, nothing is seen. However, after slowing down both the video and audio, you can see what the uploader claims to be a ghost. But before manifesting itself before the camera, an eerie sound can be heard.
See, no, that was very, very quiet. That would have to have been very, very far away. I don't get that one, to be honest.
X Hauntings, the uploader of this video, believes that his home is haunted, and that the ghost inhabiting the place is upset because of the renovations being done. Now, the paranormal is a contested subject. There isn't a clear consensus on whether ghosts exist or not, so it's hard to agree with X Hauntings' claim. However, one thing that almost everyone can agree on is that the scream he recorded is very chilling. Perhaps it's true that ghosts exist, but evidence like this needs to be supported by scientific research. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments
so
below
scary.
if you've ever recorded something strange.
Okay, so that is
That
by
said, I'm
Bizarre Bob.
and I'll see you in the next one.
Okay, so Bizarre Bob is actually the one that I've been watching.
If you've ever seen the show Cops,
Bad
then you
boys,
know how
bad boys.
suspenseful the show
What
could
you
be.
gonna do? What you gonna do
Whether
when
it's
we
the
come for
suspense
you, bad
or
boy,
the authentic,
bad boys?
non-scripted events that take place in the show, there's something about it that has us on the edge of our seat. However, what I find really interesting about the show is the fact that some episodes are heavily edited. Most things that happen in the show are cut out. But it makes me wonder, what exactly are they cutting out? Could it be incidents that are not suitable for audiences? Incidents that are too disturbing? Or is it something else? The reason why I say this is because there have been cases in which officers have dealt with situations that weren't crime related, but rather something beyond that, beyond explanation, something paranormal. And this next video is proof of some of those situations in which officers could not explain the stuff they've witnessed. This video was posted on Twitter by a police officer from Brazil who was part of a police operative that took place inside an abandoned hospital. Needless to say, the footage he caught on camera is pretty creepy to say the least.
For the PewDiePie supporters.
Caralho, bicho, que é isso, mano? Cuidado, Judá. Cuidado, mano, que é isso, mano?
Oh, mano, jovem la fita helvete.
Caralho, mano, que é isso, bicho?
What the frick?
Caralho, mano. Mano, que é isso?
What the frick?
Caralho, mano, bora, mano. Deus me livre, mano.
You won't me being that stupid just looking at it.
Vai,
You
mano,
be
vai,
seeing
mano.
me getting in that
Vai,
popo
mano.
cotton, getting the heck out of there. Run, my Buddha. Run, my Buddha. Run back to the guy. Yeah, it's chilly dog time.
The door opens and closes back and forth all on its own.
Don't.
This surely is pretty strange. Not much info was given.
Huh? How am I being racist, may I ask, Batman and the original? My Buddha? That's not being racist. What is good to my Buddha? It is the tax department. I am coming to take out everyone's information.
Given on the video, except that it was shot in Brazil by an officer during a police operation.
Stop!
With that said,
Stop!
based
I'm
on what's
sensitive.
available,
I
including the
support Joe
footage
Biden.
itself,
I'm
it seems like this might be
sensitive.
actual evidence of something paranormal caught on
The
camera.
rebel flag hurts me.
Of course.
It's
What do you make
violating
of this
me.
video?
Oh, it's
I'll leave it up to you to
racist.
decide.
Oh yeah, defund
The
the police.
following video was submitted by Party Shiba, and I have to say that this video is by far the creepiest thing I've seen.
Frick at her. Frick, go.
Along with this video,
Frick, go.
Party Shiba states, "My old friend from high school made a YouTube channel a long time ago and uploaded a strange video. The video consists of him joking around with his younger sister, pretending to take a photo of her, but filming her instead. The reason as to why he uploaded the video is because in it, he saw something odd happen to her hair on the right side of the screen.
No, it's
I
Joe
recall him
Biden
having
sniffing
sleep
it.
issues back in high school, as he claimed that there's been a lot of strange things happening inside
Oh
his
man,
house.
Joe Biden's scared of getting coronavirus
The
because he won't be
details
able
are
to
fuzzy,
he'll lose his smell
but I
because he
think
won't
that
be able
his
to
sister in
sniff
the
women's
video
hair.
also claimed to
Supposedly
have
the
seen her
underage ones.
grandparents who are no longer around. That is all I have.
Freak
but
out
it is
here!
strange. Here's the video that Party Sheba is referring to. Be sure to pay close attention to the right side of her hair,
Yeah, pay close
or you'll
attention.
miss it.
Hey, Money, we're gonna take you a picture, okay? Ready? Ready? Uh-huh.
What the freak?
Yeah, Money. Okay, we're done. Just that? No, I'm just kidding. No, we need to go take the picture again. Go.
As always, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, it's just you're kidding. It's just a freaking cow
The
lick.
following picture was submitted
way, what
by
word did I say?
Gareth who, along with this photo, writes,
Oh crap, was it faggot?
in 2017, I went on vacation to Mexico. I was there to visit some relatives.
I'm
My
saying
family's
that.
from Veracruz, and the town at which they live in is pretty creepy, as people have heard strange and scary
What?
things about the place.
Here's
One
your
night,
video off
both
of
my
that.
brother and my uncle,
You
including
snip your
myself,
fingers.
were sitting
I'll
inside my
do the
aunt's
same.
restaurant. I was watching the
I got it on
entrance
video.
while my brother and uncle played with their iPad. They would play with the iPad's camera and take random
Pay
photos.
attention to Christian's booty
This
hole.
kept them
You see him
entertained,
doing
as there
it.
wasn't much for them to do at the restaurant. Right before closing
I
time,
didn't know I could
they were
say it. He
both
sniffed
looking
his
at the
booty hole
photos they
finger.
took. I wasn't there with them looking over at the photos, but it was upon looking at their faces that I realized something was wrong.
Oh, frick. Get
They had
out.
a look of sheer
I mean,
terror on
you-
their face.
You chink.
I asked them what was
I don't
wrong,
know, you-
to which they
you-
replied,
You,
"Did you see any women walking by?"
You
I answered
you
no.
skinny wiener.
I was
Oh, I'm sorry, that's
confused.
racist. You.
They then showed me the
you,
photo
you,
they were
you,
looking at.
You gay.
I immediately got chills.
Ow, frick, you retard.
I was so unnerved by what I saw in this photo.
Snowflakes be like.
Near the entrance,
Don't
there
call me
appears to be a
that. I'm
woman.
sensitive.
However, if you look closely, she appears to have a distorted face and a
I don't
really
like
long
looking at
neck.
that.
I ran outside the
Smells
restaurant
like
to see if
pork
the
over
woman
here.
in
I
this
just-
photo was still around.
Let out
The
a
streets were
vegan.
empty,
Yeah,
as
it's really
usual.
no time.
Keep in mind that I was looking at the entrance the whole time I was there. I only looked away for a minute since I was using my phone. But even
Alright,
while
guys.
looking
Oh, guys,
away,
did y'all know that I have
I
some
was
fog
sure that
machines?
nobody passed by. There was barely any
Hey,
business
Christian, turn
that
on the fog
night.
machines, alright?
We ended up going to bed early, as we were totally freaked out by what
Spooky.
happened.
Spooky.
To this day, we have no idea as to what was in that photo. Here's the picture that Yuvia is talking about. You can somewhat see the long neck that Yuvia mentioned, but what stands out
Probably
the
this Chinese
most
person.
is
They
the
have really
distorted
long necks.
face. This is definitely the
That's
stuff
not
of nightmares.
racist. That's not
This one's
racist.
for sure pretty creepy.
That's not racist.
That's fucking racist!
There's something
Freaking
about
Democrat.
abandoned places that give off uncanny vibes. Whether it's the desolate atmosphere of the place, or the thought of someone or
Oh,
something
don't look
inhabiting
at
the
it.
building,
It's a gay marathon
there's just something
runner.
about such places that
Oh
keep you
god,
from
it
visiting
looks like
them.
freaking Donna.
Whatever it might be, abandoned places carry creepy vibes, and this next video is
They
no
don't have
exception
internet.
to that notion. The following video was submitted by Super Toxic Potato 75, who
Super
claims to have
Toxic
captured
Potato.
something unexplainable while
Ah!
staying over at a rundown building with some friends. The video starts off with them entering the premises of the
That's
building
me, huh?
and seeing nothing but leftover furniture. The reason as to why they came here in the first place is because of an incident that took place in that same building.
Darling,
This is not their first time
darling,
coming here.
twerk
They came here
on
before.
me. Hold
However,
up, guys, hold up, guys, hold up, guys. Let me
Little
click the
did they
fog machine.
know that they would witness something really creepy.
Hey.
According to Super Toxic Potato,
What?
the first time they came here, he and his friend saw a door close on its own. It slammed itself shut all on its own,
Is there poop?
and they were terrified by this encounter.
Over my smoke
Ever since then, they've sought out to see this happen again, but this time
Wait, I
while
spilled
recording it.
something?
And, to their surprise,
I'm sorry for
they did
spilling your
capture
smoking device.
something. Take a look
Guys,
at the footage
the
they
fog
captured.
machine has leaked
It's
oil
pretty
on the ground.
spooky, to say the least.
Aw, dude, that sucks, man. It leaked, bro.
Is anyone wearing red?
Did you step in the oil?
You're wearing maroon.
No, it's red.
That's maroon.
It's red.
It's maroon.
It's red. Stop. It's already an hour.
Point it. Point at it.
It's been an hour.
Wait, where's that?
One last, I'm gonna. No!
What's
fucking
pushing that
way.
way? There's wind pushing that way.
You did it! Thank you!
Dude, the fog machine isn't even working right,
did
guys.
it.
There is no draft.
As you can see, the door slammed on its
There is
own.
no draft. Why is it
It
pushing
is
that
pretty
way?
creepy, but some viewers beg to differ. Some think that this might have been caused by the wind, as it could have been blowing towards the
Dude.
pathway of the door. Although this might be a possible explanation, Super Toxic Potato discredits that notion, as according to him, the door was slammed in the opposite direction of where the wind was coming from. As of right now, no further evidence has been brought forth to prove this paranormal occurrence as otherwise. But he and his friends are sure that this was done by some paranormal entity, a ghost. For now, it remains a mystery as to
No,
what
screw
they caught
you.
on camera.
But I will go and watch some very funny crap. I'm joking. Guys,
Out of all
it
places,
is
the most talked about
Halloween.
location at which many people have encountered scary and unexplainable encounters
we
is a place in
are
New
doing
Jersey known
things
as
that
Clinton
we
Road.
have never
From
done
satanic
before.
rituals and cults that people have encountered while
Guys,
hiking,
we
to a bridge where the
are
ghost of a
doing
child is said to
things that
appear,
we have not
Clinton Road is brimming with lots and lots of strange
seen.
activities.
So crazy. Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
although
yeah,
there are
yeah.
countless videos out there of said activity caught on camera,
Follow me
none
on
of them come
Clash
close to the
Royale,
following
yeah.
video you're about to see. The following footage was submitted by Rosie114, who, along with some friends, went on a hike to explore the wooded areas that surround this road. Mind you, that all of this took place in the middle of the night, which probably wasn't a
middle
good idea.
Of the night, my
This is
brother
what
did in the
Rosie114
middle,
reported
yeah.
after one of her friends saw
It's
something that
banana
scared the
time.
living
I'm gonna
daylights
stick
out
a
of him.
banana up my asshole, yeah. I'm an Arabic man and I can do anything that they want to do because I can do anything. I'm a monkey that can be. I'm doing anything in the world. I'm a monkey man. I'm a monkey man. I can do anything I want because I am a gorilla.
In this video,
Because I
Rosie
am
states
basically
that there was a man
gorilla.
standing alone, which should have raised some suspicion. Perhaps he too wanted to take a walk in the woods. That might explain it. The theories abound on this video, as viewers have come up with their own explanations. For now, nobody knows what Rosie and her friends came across. But this doesn't mean that the possibility of this being a paranormal occurrence is
frick.
ruled out. This
thing I
is
took for
Clinton
ninja
Road
training.
after all. Who knows
Ow,
what
frick.
else lurks within this place?
Ow! Ow, frick.
In this next submission,
Hit me harder than
Andrea
that.
Cardini captured something unexplainable on camera.
Ow.
She sent both a video and a
God.
photo of the strange
Oh
anomaly
my
that
god.
was captured.
I don't like that. I don't
Andrea
like
writes,
that. Was
in
ew.
2018,
That was icky.
I had my first trail cam.
Oh, I'm going
and
to watch that video.
needless to
What's
say,
that video called?
the image and video I've attached are from that year.
Never mind, guys.
The
We don't
trail
support
cam
Mark
only
Pryor on this channel.
activates when it detects movement.
Okay, maybe we do.
One night, the trail cam
Because
was
Mark Pryor's
activated
not
by
that
a
good.
roe deer that passed by. Unfortunately, it left really close before the camera fully activated.
Oh, my
However,
ribs.
Upon turning off, it captured something else. The trail cam was positioned in a valley on a palm tree. I share this footage for the first time online now. Here's the footage that Andrea captured. It's pretty weird, but creepy nonetheless.
Hold up. It, it's 9:57.
There appears to be an orb floating in place. Then,
that booty.
seconds later, it appears
Alright
to
guys, I'm gonna turn
teleport
the
at a
fog
different
machines on
spot.
again.
Along with this observation, Andrea writes, the floating orb thing is really weird. Stars don't act like that, and neither does the moon. Insects don't act like this, as they always appear semi-transparent on camera. As you can tell, Andrea is just as mesmerized as those who've seen this clip, and they're just as baffled as she is. What do you think this might be?
Frick?
I'm curious as to what you think this is. Let me know down below. This last video is pretty creepy, as what's captured in it is sure to
wait a
keep
minute,
you up at
Mr.
night.
Postman.
Ali Wynn was shooting a video on TikTok when, while editing the video, she saw something that left
The
her
wide open
spooked.
pretzels. Also, an Among Us doll. It's an Among Us doll. All one shows. Okay. Yeah.
It sure is pretty
I
unsettling
can debunk
to
that.
see
That's
something
fake.
like this. Ali
Dude,
has
these
no
TikTokers be
idea
doing
as to
anything for
what
clout
this
out
might
here.
be. However,
They be doing anything
Ali
for clout out here,
thinks
baby.
that this might be a ghost.
David,
sure
you
does
ain't
look
getting
like
this
it.
chassis today, baby.
She further adds that she might be moving out, as this has her really spooked. Doubtless, seeing something like this would give anyone nightmares. It's a good thing Ali doesn't plan on staying there any longer. Of course, she could be saying this as a joke. One thing's for sure though, if I were her, I'd leave the place in a heartbeat. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Reddit user Reddit Bands was inside an ambulance
Oh, it's Epic Sunday!
when he caught the following on camera. Listen closely, or you'll miss it.
It is Epic Sunday. Oh my god, I'm accidentally gonna buy a $10 pack because my hands are weird. Dark Prince! I got Lumberjack in my shop. I've been wanting to see mode.
Now some viewers think that it could have been the paramedic who set this, but Reddit Bands writes, there was no one in the back with me. No, it wasn't the ambulance driver. It's literally a whisper
isn't
right
that
next to
amazing?
my phone.
Everybody's requesting freaking
Why would the
executioner.
ambulance driver whisper that? That being said, what are
Mainly
your thoughts
Sydney,
on
and
this?
I gotta donate to Sydney, Red.
Ghost or hoax?
Going to request Electro
Reddit
Dragon.
user Princess Lena received a video from her friend who didn't realize that she captured something really disturbing in the background. Princess Lena writes,
Huh?
something with a red face came up
What?
behind my friend. She was drinking, and there was no one else in the room with them.
I got
It
Dark Prince,
randomly
and I'm
shows
okay with
up
Dark
behind the
Prince.
girl
You got
on the
me, that
left.
sucks.
Here's the video that she received.
Because it doesn't even matter. That's level 1. It doesn't do nothing. Actually, I think it mirrors to the level. I don't know. You're kidding. It's that video.
The more you look at it, the more it looks like a burnt victim.
A burnt
Viewers have
We've already
asked
seen
if
this,
the home
guys.
at
I'm
which the video
sorry.
was taken is
I'm
haunted.
gonna change this.
Princess Lena states
video isn't
that it
any
is
good.
haunted, as there have been
Please.
instances
You're
of a
kidding.
typewriter
Look at that
going
name.
off in the
8
middle of
scariest
the night.
webcam stories.
She
Yay,
believes
woohoo,
that
we're
it's
gonna
her
watch that. Wow, I'm
Here
on the
are some
webcam, baby.
stories that
Gang,
I thought
gang.
were really creepy. I've only chosen stories that seem real or possible, as those tend to be the creepiest. Some of these stories are pretty disturbing,
That's crazy.
so if you're someone that's easily creeped out, then perhaps this video is not for you. That said, here are 8 scary webcam stories.
Good thing
She
ours
taught
is
her
cheap.
how to wave.
I know.
A
I
little
just wanna,
creepy, The following story is a little
Oh,
sad.
these are baby
Reddit user I am not a
monitors.
butterfly writes about the last time he saw his wife and daughter. He starts off by talking about how his wife has been teaching their daughter Hannah, who was a couple of months old, how to wave. She's been teaching her how to do this for quite some time. Then, one day, out of nowhere, Hannah starts waving on her own. As you can imagine, he was really happy to see his own daughter finally waving without anyone's help.
That's so.
Then, 2
Precious.
months later, he's told by his boss that he has to go on a business trip to Singapore. Because of this, he thought it'd be best to use Skype to contact his wife and daughter while being overseas. And ever since he arrived, he's been using Skype to contact them. Then, the night before he's due back home, he Skypes his wife.
You seen this?
They were talking about their day
Huh?
when out of nowhere, Hannah, who was in her playpen, starts waving at the hallway.
Ah.
He then asks who it is that she's waving to. Of course, she couldn't respond, but he wishes that she did, since this was the last time he saw either of them. Whoever it was that she was waving
I
to
can't look
had to be
at that.
responsible
Can
for
you
the
look at that?
disappearance.
Can you look at that?
Stories like these make you wonder about its ending. What happened that night and who could have done such a thing?
You're telling me she that blind?
This
she
is
can
one
see
creepy story with a mysterious yet sad ending.
That's sad, man. Isn't it?
An unsettling occurrence on Skype.
Iconic Skype music.
Reddit user JC1993 writes about a chilling incident that took place on Skype.
No.
While on his way to class, JC realizes that he left his tablet in his dorm. He was using it the night before, talking to his girlfriend on Skype. He also
feels good.
realized that he left the program running.
Pretzels good,
He
Christian.
forgot to end the call on Skype.
Oh.
However, little did he know that during this call, his girlfriend, who was still on,
What
would
the
see something
frick?
quite chilling during the time that he's not there.
What the freak?
On his way back to his... However, little did he know...
What the fuck? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's my camera lens.
know that during this call,
That's my camera
his
lens,
girlfriend,
guys.
who was still on, would see something quite chilling during the time that he's not there. On his way back to his dorm, he receives a text from her, causing his stomach to churn upon reading the message. In the text, she asks why he won't answer her when she could clearly see him moving in his dorm. This gave him chills.
Yeah.
The thought of someone inside his room freaked him out. Someone must have broken in, he thought. This really scared him, but the fact
What
that he
the
was
frick,
already
you can do
standing
that?
outside his door scared him even more. He replied
Alright,
by
guys, we're
saying
going
that
back.
isn't possible since he's not there inside his room. freaked
Watch
him
how
out.
easily this guy gets in
Someone
this.
must have broken in,
Boom.
he thought.
Bam.
This really scared him, but the fact that he was already
What's the point of
standing
an
outside his
inside
door
lock?
scared him even more. He replied by saying that isn't possible since he's not there. She then replies with, "Someone is then. They looked at me." This was the last thing he wanted to know before coming inside. It
Yeah.
petrified him to think that upon entering, he would come face to face with this stranger.
Oh, the spooky, scary
He couldn't wait any longer, for the thought of meeting this person was gnawing at him. He unlocks the door, turns the knob, and walks in. And, to his surprise, there was no one there. Everything appeared to be in its place. His bed was still the way he left it, and his tablet was still on his desk, propped up against the wall. To this day, this occurrence perplexes him, for he can't explain what his girlfriend saw. Now, it could be that the stranger might have been hiding inside when JC came in, and left once he was gone.
I don't like that.
That's what I think.
Good thing
Who
people
knows?
can't hide under my bed.
Let me know what you guys think.
Unless they're under your mattress.
Skype gone wrong.
In the body, in the
The
frame of your
following story
mattress.
was posted by
Who'd
an
be that
anonymous user on
dedicated?
Reddit.
Pick up your
The story
bed,
is nonetheless
go
very
under it,
creepy and short.
and starve to death. Because they
The
ain't
story
lifting you
begins
up
with a
and
Reddit
the
user
bed and
talking
all
about
that.
how he found a way to communicate with his girlfriend.
Honestly, if you
since
drop
both
it,
were
you're
far away from
stuck.
each other. They decided to use Skype as their form of communication. Then, one night, during a Skype session, the user and his girlfriend stopped their conversation after the Reddit user realizes something strange. He saw what appeared to be blood on his foot. The sight of this freaked him out and caused him to experience what he claimed to be a minor breakdown, for he couldn't explain why he was bleeding. There was no cut, the blood was just there. He left the room, storming out the door and into the bathroom to clean himself up.
Is that a VR game?
When he came back, his girlfriend asked him something
Is that a VR
that to
game?
this day gives him chills. She asked who it was that walked out of his room after he left. As if the minor breakdown wasn't enough, he's told that there might be a stranger in his house. To this day, he can't shake the thought of her question, since she said that as this person left, he watched him close his door,
I didn't know
door
you
that he
could
left
see me
open
until
on
I
his way
looked
out.
back up.
That's pretty creepy.
I didn't know
If I
you
were to
could
be
see
using
me.
Skype or anything similar, I would turn off the cam whenever I'm gone so that whoever I'm talking to
Oh.
doesn't tell me something I don't want to hear, like there being a ghost or a stranger in my house.
Oh.
Doubtless, this was one really creepy story. The internet is a scary place. If thoughts of someone watching you scares you, then the following story is sure to give you goosebumps. Reddit user Moose_O talks about the scariest thing that ever happened to him. One night, Moose was home alone, surfing
No.
the web and chatting with someone through Facebook,
No,
when all of a
Why
sudden,
would I
he
do
noticed
that?
something weird.
That
Each
would be
tab on the
racist.
browser began to reload,
I wouldn't do such a
except for the one
racist
he was
thing.
on. Curious to see why each one refreshed, he clicked on one of the tabs and saw something that scared the living daylights out of him.
That feels good.
Moose saw what appeared to be a live feed of himself.
What?
He was being recorded through his webcam and didn't realize this until now. But what's even more scary is the fact that there were people commenting through a live chat during this feed. And in one of the comments, someone said that they were going to make his death look like an accident. Upon reading this, Moose immediately closed his laptop and hid in his closet. Thankfully, nothing
That about
happened,
killed me.
but Moose states that this incident still haunts him to this day. So, I guess the moral of the story is to close all your tabs or to avoid visiting sketchy-looking websites.
That gave me
Which is
cancer sniffing
probably
that.
how he got hacked.
Sniffing that pee
Doubtless,
sack.
Moose's story should be seen as a cautionary tale. I wasn't careful enough on the deep web. The deep web is
have you ever-
perhaps one of the most sinister places to
Have you
exist
ever
on the internet.
experienced the deep web or the
Reddit
deep
user
dark web or
Packathon
the
John
deep web
describes
in
the
general?
events that occurred while surfing the deep web. To this day, he still has nightmares of what happened.
Swimming perm.
He starts off by talking about how his friend was able to find a way to access the deep web without getting hacked, which is something that commonly happens on there. After finding out how to safely
Not
surf the
even
deep web and using
I'm
it
joking,
for quite
I
some
would be
time,
gay, I'm
the
not
Reddit
gay.
user decides to explore some websites that he's never been on before. However, the Reddit user admits that doing so was a mistake, for he saw something that he wished he never saw. He came across a website in which contained pictures of a young girl who was being tortured among other things. And below these photos, there were
Check,
people
check, check.
commenting
Oh, yeah,
and bragging
Daddy.
about the terrible things they've done as well. Things that were similar in nature to what was being done
Frick.
to this girl.
I didn't know.
In fact, he was so disgusted that he decided to type in the comments that each person on this site was sick and that he was going to call the police. After typing this, the Reddit user realized that he made a huge mistake, for what happened next scared the living hell out of him. The website goes completely black and a green chat box appears. In this chat box, someone with the username admin1 appears and types out the address at which the Reddit user is located. This anonymous person then warned him that if he called the police, he would kidnap him and his friends. Fearing
does
for his
friends
life,
do?
he decided not to call them. He was then told by this person how to leave the site and never find it again. After following instructions on how to do so, the Reddit user decides to phone the police. But it was to no avail since they couldn't find the website he was talking about. And that's the end of this story. Here we have another cautionary
Hackers
tale
are
about the
crazy.
dangers
They're
of surfing
smart,
the
though.
deep web.
They're smart people. They're clever
If you
people.
plan on doing so, then avoid doing what this Reddit user did
But I think it's.
by visiting websites that
I
don't
don't
seem
think it's
shady.
smart.
Or just stay off the dark web. Doing so would be much safer. I saw something strange on a controllable webcam. Controllable webcams
What?
are those cameras that live stream the location in which they're in.
You
They're
agree with
usually
that?
found in parks, street
That's
corners,
how you get
or sometimes
freaking.
homes.
You know.
But the creepy thing about these cameras is that they give people access to whatever they're recording. And this access can be obtained via certain websites. However, if you plan on visiting these websites, then perhaps you should listen to the story first, since it might make you reconsider doing so. Reddit user Cam_addict has been addicted to controllable webcams ever since he found out about them. One day, after looking at some surveillance cameras, he finds a live feed of what appears to be the inside of a house. However, upon further investigation, the Reddit user concludes that what he was actually seeing was a common house. This put him at ease since initially he thought he was looking at an actual house. Now, he can continue observing this place without feeling guilty. Although he wouldn't feel guilty, he would later regret having done so, since what happens next has made him
That's
feel
not the
paranoid
original
ever since
photo.
then. The following day, he goes back to the stream and notices something strange. The lights in the house were now off. He then goes through every camera in the house and sees that not a single room is lit. But then, after going back to one of the rooms, he hears what sounds like muffled crying. Then, as if that wasn't creepy enough, he hears the voice of a man asking him if he would like to watch. The Reddit user immediately closes his laptop and leaves the room.
Yeah.
He had to take a break and think about what just happened. It freaked him out that this man knew he was watching.
You agree with
He
me?
was too afraid to go
Would
back.
you do the same?
But
I
curiosity
mean,
got a hold of
actually I
him
wouldn't show my
until he
PS or
returned.
my computer. I'd,
But this time,
you know,
what he
delete
sees
everything
will
I
scare the
did.
living daylights out of him. Upon returning, he notices that the lights are now on. Nothing seems strange.
Is that a
until the
beagle? That's
following
Fred.
night. The camera to one of the rooms switched footage and was replaced with pre-recorded footage of the Reddit user looking at his computer screen. As it turns out, the man behind these cameras hacked into the Reddit user's webcam and has been recording him for quite some time. This definitely freaked him out. But what almost caused him to lose his mind was the fact that there was someone outside his window looking at him in this pre-recorded footage. He then calls the police, fearing that there might be someone lurking outside. To this day, he remains paranoid and cannot shake the thought of hearing that person who was crying in the video. I'm a
I don't
cam
know. I
girl,
might say
and I had a
I would
terrifying
might say
Skype call.
yeah, I want to see what's going
The
on.
following story was submitted by a webcam model who, as the title of the story says, had a scary experience with a client on Skype. Reddit user Blair Daniels makes most of her income through private Skype sessions with clients. According to the Reddit user, most sessions aren't that interesting, as most men either tell her rude things or ask questions about her day. However, there was one particular Skype call that was unlike the rest, and it's one that she'll never forget.
Alright guys, after this we're gonna be going
One
to
night,
Amigo.
she joins the call with a man whose username was Matthew
What?
Triple
You not
X.
support Amigo? Why
Upon
not?
starting the session, she sees what appears to be the guy's crotch, filling
We're
the
gonna be
entire
going to
screen.
Amigo.
The weird thing
Huh?
about this, though, is that he was fully clothed,
Yes.
which is unlike most of her clients who appear naked. But
Oh my God,
things
I'm
got a
having
lot
boy
more
problems.
weird, as she's about to see something that will haunt her for the rest
See
of her
now,
life.
Jonathan,
While staring at his
he just-
crotch, the
he
camera
won't
starts
fuck
zooming
me.
out. And as it does this,
said I'm
she notices
underdeveloped,
that this
like-
person isn't moving.
I don't
In fact, he was
understand.
completely stiff, almost seeming dead. And
Like,
as the
you know-
camera continued zooming out, she noticed that this person wasn't in a room,
I think I'm
but
bisexual.
what appeared to be a basement in a
Yeah,
cinder block.
every
with
high
some
school
in the
girl, though.
background. Once the
You
camera
know,
was
I
done
like
zooming,
penis,
she was
but
shocked to see that she wasn't looking at a man,
Sometimes I
but
can't
a
get
mannequin
any.
on a chair.
Oh,
This creeped her
I
out.
feel fantastic.
What scared her the most
Hey,
was the
hey,
other
hey.
mannequin in the corner of the basement. It was dressed exactly like her. It was wearing the clothes she had the day before. She then demanded that the person behind the camera tell her who he was.
How funny is it that we don't
But
look at the faces?
before she could say anything else, the
Whenever,
call
like, you know, we
disconnected.
see it. How funny is it that we don't look
Later
at
that
them?
night, she went to bed feeling really paranoid, fearing that someone
Aw,
might be
she-
stalking her.
Oh no.
Then, 20 minutes later,
She's kinda
she receives a
cute.
call from her mother, who lives in a different house. Her mother asks what she's doing outside. Confused by her question, the Reddit user asks what she means. Her mother then says that she sees her standing outside next to her rose bushes,
What do
and
you mean?
that she can clearly see the clothes that she usually wears.
Immediately
Immediately after mentioning this, the Reddit user knew exactly what it was. It was the mannequin from the call. The stranger must have placed it there. She then warned her mother to stay inside and lock the door. But before she could finish telling
he
her what
tracked
to do,
the address, whatever, and
the
it
line
went back
goes
to his
dead.
parents, not, you know, her house.
the Reddit user ends the story here. Although we don't know what happened to her mother, we do know that the Reddit user is alive, since she was able to write this story. However, she hasn't posted any updates ever since. Hopefully she's okay.
Support that one, man. You better watch out. Look on your phone. Look on your phone for 1 second. Look on your phone. Okay, it's gone.
Why I will never fix laptops again. Reddit user Please Stop Watching Me tells a scary story about an incident that has caused him to never fix nor open
Whoa,
a
that's
laptop
interesting.
again.
Watch.
Please Stop Watching Me is known amongst his friends as an expert at fixing computers. One day, a friend named Daisy comes to the Reddit user seeking help. Daisy tells him that her laptop has been acting up lately, turning on the webcam at random times throughout the day.
Good thing my phone
Daisy
doesn't do
appeared
that.
scared and on the verge of crying.
Oh, it's anime.
She feared that someone might have been watching her. Because of this, she placed a piece of tape over the webcam. Although he was too
I got an
exhausted
itchy
to fix
nutsack.
anything,
I can't help
Daisy's
it.
concern gave him the energy he needed to fix her laptop.
I got it.
After receiving it, the first thing he did was check for viruses. However, to his surprise, there were none. This was odd, as that would have explained the computer's weird behavior. After multiple attempts at trying to figure out the problem, the Reddit user gives up. However, while remaining idle on the computer screen, a text file appears right before his eyes. He clicks it and sees the following message: remove the tape. Unfazed by this message, he says no. Then, a second message appears, this time saying something a little threatening. Don't make me ask twice. The Reddit user was now annoyed and decided to comply, knowing that nothing would happen if he removed the tape. He takes off the tape and receives a message through another text file, this time saying something creepy. You look great, love. Please smile for me. Soon after reading this, his roommate calls him over from the hallway, causing him to look away from the screen for a few seconds. But when he looked back, he noticed that the files were now gone. They disappeared. However, there was now a red folder in which contained something that still scares him to this day. He clicks on the folder and finds photos of himself, most of which were taken with Daisy's webcam. But
That's a crappy
what really put him
webcam.
on edge were the photos that seemed to have been taken from outside his window. This was enough to creep him out, and so he closed the laptop and returned it to Daisy the following day. Ever since then, he's sworn to never fix anyone's computer, especially webcams. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the
So,
comments
guys,
if you've ever had
that
any creepy
one
experiences
was
with
a long
webcams.
freaking video.
That's it.
Alright,
I
guys,
hope you
so
enjoyed
we're
this
going
video,
to be going
and I'll see you in the
Amigo.
next one.
Amigo, el amigo, el amigo, amigo. Let me mute this real quick.
Hey.
You don't like Amigo?
Get off of it.
You don't like Amigo, do you?
You're showing people my stuff.
Oh! Freeze frame.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Full face cam. Extend the face cam.
Don't press nothing.
Huh?
Don't press nothing. We can't hear the video.
Because I turned it down. I can't hear it either. Because I was going to go
The
to
place she
Amigo,
used to
but
live
you're
at,
too much of a
as she was feeling
wuss.
nostalgic. Because of this, she thought
Yeah,
it'd be
but
best to
we're
quell her
live
longing
streaming,
of
and
the
if we go on
past by taking a
unrestricted, we're
virtual
gonna be
tour of the
seeing
house
some
she used to live in
penises.
as a kid. Although she wouldn't be able to see the inside of her home, she would still be able to see the outside. For her, this was enough, for just seeing the front of the house would elicit happy memories of her childhood.
Ooh. Booty.
She starts off by visiting her old elementary school. Amazed by how much the school has changed, she goes on to visit the cul-de-sac where she used to play at to see if things have changed there too. It was still pretty much the same, which was unlike her home,
Yes, sir.
a place she can no longer recognize. After having left the cul-de-sac, she heads on over to her old home and sees that almost the entire house has been remodeled. Now, although she was expecting good memories to conjure up, she was rather hit by a wave of bad memories instead. She goes on to talk about these memories, one of which involved her father, who was both psychologically and physically abusive. She then goes on to talk about other incidents, most of which were very traumatizing. But the most traumatizing event she recalls was the night she saw a man standing by her bedroom door. She was sleeping when out of nowhere, upon waking up, she sees the silhouette of a man standing by her doorway. She ran screaming to her parents' bedroom to tell them what she saw. However, after having checked the entire house and returning to her room, he was nowhere to be found. He just disappeared. And, most chilling of all, she adds that she once found a door to a hidden crawl space that led to nowhere.
Don't tell me you'd
After
sleep
recounting these
in the house
memories,
still?
she then notices something weird about this image. She zooms in on one of the windows and sees something that scared the living daylights out of her. she saw what appeared to be a man who had the same stature and shape as the person who was standing by her doorway. He was looking outside the window with a gaze so haunting that it would give anyone nightmares upon seeing it.
I don't get it.
The Reddit user then ends the story here, asking whether or not she should go back and confront this person.
No, it's
Perhaps
their
he was hiding in that
house.
crawl space, living there, and coming out at night to stalk the Reddit user during her sleep.
I want to find a different one
Who
because this one's
knows?
not even that good.
Perhaps it would be best to not visit the
6
place,
Google Map store.
as
Okay,
she would
I
be
guess I'll watch
confronting a
this.
stranger who may be very dangerous. Doubtless, the Reddit user can't shake the thought of this
This
memory,
is the first one,
as this
guys.
image continues to remind her of that terrifying night.
Wait, it's not even Halloween.
The fog. Reddit user Strangelove talks about the
Hold up,
scariest
we
thing
gotta
that ever
finish
happened
this
to him
video.
after taking directions from Google Maps. He starts off by talking about how he and his friend wanted to find a spot away from his family to smoke. He goes on Google Maps and finds a place near the boondocks, a place that was far from home. After deciding on this location, both friends start to head on over as Google Maps provided directions on how to get there. Their journey took some time, as their destination was located far from the city.
Don't know why they go
As
so
they
far away
approached
to
their
smoke.
destination, they were told to make a turn, then another turn,
Go into the car,
until they finally
light it
arrived.
up, go crazy, you know?
The place they arrived at was behind a gas station. There was nothing but tumbleweeds and a massive crop, barren of anything but dirt, that surrounded the place. It was perfect. They were sure that no one would catch them, for not a single soul was in sight. Or so they thought. After having smoked, they noticed that they were now surrounded by a dense fog. They couldn't see a thing,
Get
which
in
was
the car
perfect,
and
as
drive
it set
away.
the mood for the occasion. But little did they know that they would encounter something very chilling within this fog. At this point, Google Maps lost connection, and the fog was incredibly thick
That's kind of
that they
scary.
couldn't see past it. They decided to leave once the fog subsided, but as they waited, they heard something in the distance. They couldn't hear it clearly the first time, but when they heard it again, they knew they had to leave, for what they heard gave them chills.
Walking?
In the distance, they heard what sounded like a chainsaw.
That sounds like a
And
two-stroke.
what put them on edge was the fact that the sound was getting louder and louder, meaning that whoever was wielding this chainsaw was getting closer to
That's
the
gonna have you
fog.
go.
They began to panic and were ready to dial for help, but just when they were about to make that call, the sound of the chainsaw stopped. For a moment, they heard the buzzing of a saw, but then seconds later, complete silence. And just when they thought it was over, they heard the noise again. They resumed panicking, but stopped after the sound of the saw cut off once more.
Probably just Daddy Michael cutting
Whoever
wood.
was out there knew exactly what they were doing. They were terrorizing these two friends, who were most likely regretting the fact that they chose a location in the middle of nowhere. Once the fog was gone and the connection to Google Maps was restored, they started their engine and drove away immediately.
Dang, so they're
To
driving in
this
that.
day,
They cannot be
don't
driving
know
like that
if they were
high.
just hallucinating, or if there was actually someone with a chainsaw purposely scaring them to death.
How do you know?
Who knows? What matters, though, is that both are alive and made it out safely. Dead body. Google Maps is notorious for capturing some of the creepiest
By the way, do you know
images
there's a
you can
statue,
find
right?
online. But perhaps the most unsettling image Google has captured has to be the corpse of a 10-year-old boy. One day, Jose Barrera was using Google Maps when, out of nowhere, he comes across of what appeared to be an image of a dead kid. That kid, as it turned out, was his son. Although he wasn't shocked because he was dead, since he died years ago, he was rather shocked by the fact that Google has an image of his dead son that anyone can see.
They gave me chills.
Upon seeing this image,
The odds of it
Mr.
being his son?
Barrera was brought to tears, as it brought back the memory of when he was told about his son's death. He was told that his son was shot multiple times, and that the killer has yet to be found. The suspect remains at large, which is something Mr. Barrera has come to terms with.
I kind of want to
However,
go to Google
he
Maps
is
and
not
look on
fine with
railroads
Google
for
having
crap,
this
don't you?
image on their database. Google responded, saying that they would have this image removed as soon as possible. As of today, that image no longer exists on Google Maps. Had Mr. Barrera not stumbled upon this image and identified the body as the corpse of his 10-year-old son, I'm sure there would
So
have
somebody
been plenty
finds
of
that you have to
creepypastas
update
based on
the
this
Google
image.
Maps, right?
The old guy. Sometimes we're
Yeah.
given directions that lead us to the wrong place. This might have been due to the fact that we input the wrong address onto the GPS, or simply because we weren't paying attention to the given directions. However, Redditor RoseBlack18 didn't arrive at the wrong location for either reason. She arrived at where she needed to be, yet her destination looked nothing like the place she had in mind. She was tricked, for she was given directions that didn't lead to a salon, but to a stranger's house. RoseBlack18 was looking for a job when, one day, she found a posting on Craigslist that she felt was perfect
Craigslist
for
and
her.
F-site.
The ad was from a tanning salon that was looking to hire both high school and college girls.
Tanning
Knowing
salon
that she would
hiring,
qualify,
man, that's
as she was a college student herself, she submitted her application by email, and
Idiot.
within minutes, she received an email back from the salon.
that's
She was
record
told that she
time.
was hired and asked if she could drop by for an interview. Excited by the fact that she was just hired, she agreed to meet the owner of the salon that same afternoon. Before heading over, she inputs the address of the place.
That's why I
onto
know
Google
exactly
Maps
where I'm gonna
and
work.
then leaves.
And I know
However,
everybody that works
upon
there,
arriving
and I'm
at the
already
area
this
where the
age that
salon
ain't
is
gonna
located,
say because I know
She
that
begins to notice something odd.
this is gonna go public.
The town she was in appeared abandoned and had nothing but dilapidated houses on almost every corner. She was then told to make a turn in 400 feet, as her
And even if it
destination
happens, I have a
was
plan
located
for
just
it.
to the right. But she knew that she wouldn't be arriving at a salon. Rather, she would be arriving at a house. Soon after pulling up, she was told that she had reached her destination. Her stomach dropped. Something didn't seem right. She
Thou?
was parked outside of a house that was completely destroyed. There was no way that someone lived there, she thought to herself. However, to her surprise, someone actually lived
What?
there, as an old man stepped
Yeah.
out of it and into the front porch. She was shocked to
Looks
see
like the house
that
burned in
someone was
Floyd.
actually living in such a dilapidated house. But, most shocking of all, was when the old man motioned her to come inside. It's as though he was expecting her. Perhaps he was, as he could have been the so-called salon store owner who she sent her resume to. He could have been posing as such in the hopes of luring innocent high school and college girls. She then drove away, driving as fast as possible, making sure that the old man didn't get to his car and start following her. Without a doubt, it would have been a good idea if she first street viewed the place before heading over. Murder on Google Maps.
But I want
Although
Recon
tragic,
Expert.
The following story is quite a mystery.
Actually, I have Recon Expert.
A former employee of Cisco
Recon Expert.
having done something terrible after officials found a certain file on his computer. One morning, Cooper's wife decides to go out for a run. Then, that same
Like this
day,
big old
she never came
doinking
back.
almost. You're
The following
kidding,
day,
Aragon.
police officials find a body that turns out to be the wife of Mr.
Christian.
Cooper. She was
What's
strangled to
that?
death by an unknown suspect.
What the frick? What
However,
the frick is
after
that?
investigators got a hold of Cooper's laptop, they found out who that suspect was. It was Mr. Cooper. They were certain it was him.
Oh, what the frick?
After gaining access to the data on his computer, investigators found an image from Google Maps that showed the exact location of where the body was found. That image was saved on his computer the day before she was killed. However, Mr. Cooper's lawyer objected and argued that someone planted that image on his computer to set him up. And on top of that, Cooper had people who were ready to testify on his behalf. But the court didn't allow any of them to do so, as they weren't previously named as witnesses. As of today, Mr. Cooper remains in jail. But just recently, the court has ordered a new trial for Mr. Cooper to prove his innocence. Although we don't know whether or not Mr. Cooper committed the crime, we do know that whoever did must have had something against Mrs. Cooper. Or perhaps it was him, considering that both Mr. and Mrs. Cooper were having marital problems. But the fact that Mr. Cooper has people who can testify on his behalf and evidence to prove his innocence makes this mind-boggling. Had it not been for that image from Google Maps, Mr. Cooper wouldn't be in this situation. Hopefully this case gets resolved soon. I'm gonna shoot you. Reddit user Girling Boyer talks about the scariest encounter he ever experienced after taking a wrong turn. Both Girling Boyer and his girlfriend were on a road trip, traveling across the country with Google Maps serving as their GPS. One day, Google Maps finds a shortcut and takes the couple off the main road and onto a trail that led to an open gate. Although suspicious of the shortcut, Girling Boyer felt that it'd be okay to continue driving past the gate as it was open. However, little did he know that upon entering, he would come close to risking his own life, including his girlfriend's. As he entered, he looked at his rearview mirror and saw a horde of dogs running towards his car. Upon seeing this, he then started driving really fast, trying to get away from the dogs that were getting closer to them. But he then brought the car to a halt as he was approaching a creek. They were now at a dead end, and the dogs have now caught up to them. He began to back up and then drove back towards the entrance. However, his stomach sank when he saw in the distance what appeared to be an old lady with a shotgun. She was yelling out, but he couldn't hear a word she was saying, for she was yelling from a distance. But as she got closer, he then heard what she has been saying, that she was going to shoot them if they didn't get off her property. He then started driving really fast, but had to slow down as he saw that the gate was now closed. Both him and his girlfriend were now panicking, fearing the old lady who was approaching them closer and closer with every passing second. And just when they thought that things couldn't get any worse, the horde of dogs returned. They were now running, faster than ever. But as their car approached the gate, it started to open on its own. As it turns out, the gate opens automatically whenever vehicles approach it. Soon after the gate was open, they hightailed their way out of there, driving away as fast as possible. Both made it out safely, but who knows what could have happened had the old lady caught up to them. After this incident, they filed a report to Google, but have yet to hear back from them. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had any creepy experiences with Google Maps. That said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Although there are countless videos out there of ghosts caught on camera, this one definitely stands out from the rest, as what's captured in this one is just beyond belief. One evening, Teresa de Ocampo saw her phone lying next to her son. She would often let him use the phone as this kept him entertained while she went off to do errands. At the end of the day, she would retrieve her phone and look at some of the photos/videos he took. She would often laugh at the stuff she would find on her phone. However, this one particular night was different. She didn't laugh. Rather, she was terrified. The video she saw left her speechless. Take a look at this video and let me know what you think.
There's a lot of those moments that you missed, that you were freaking aiming it. I just went freaking like that, you know? Dude, there was lots of moments that I freaking went like that. Huh? What?
There's a stranger in this video. However, this isn't some random person. In fact, the lady in this video is actually Teresa's mother, who passed away years before. Teresa couldn't believe what she was seeing. Her mother was dead.